Welcome my channel Revenge Diaries. In a quiet small town, everyone thought Daniel was just another ordinary man, a friendly neighbor, a local store owner, someone no one could suspect. But beneath his calm exterior, a storm was brewing. Betrayed by those he trusted most, Daniel silently plotted a revenge so precise, so ruthless, that no one would ever see it coming. Daniel Hayes had spent his entire life in Willow Creek, a town small enough that everyone knew everyone's business. He ran a modest convenience store, helping locals, smiling politely, blending seamlessly into the background. But that ordinary facade hid a man who had loved deeply and trusted recklessly, a trust that had been shattered completely. It began with his childhood friend Marcus, who had always been charming, but secretly jealous. Then came Sarah, Daniel's fiancée, who seemed perfect until the night everything fell apart. Marcus and Sarah had betrayed him in the cruelest way. They framed him for embezzling money from the local community fund, money Daniel had been safeguarding for over a decade. The news hit him like a lightning strike. The police questioned him, the town whispered, and every friendly face now looked suspicious. Daniel's world crumbled overnight. At first, he wanted to lash out, to scream, to fight, but he knew he couldn't. Marcus had connections, Sarah had manipulated the narrative, and Daniel had no one to trust. So he did what any man driven by fury and intellect would do. He waited, watched, and planned. Daniel's revenge began quietly. He didn't rush. He was patient, calculating every step. He observed Marcus's habits, learning when he was careless, noting every meeting, every vulnerable moment. Sarah, the supposed perfect fiancée, flaunted her triumph openly, believing Daniel was powerless. But Daniel wasn't powerless. He began rebuilding his reputation silently, helping neighbors anonymously, correcting mistakes they thought he had made, and gathering allies who had suffered under Marcus's schemes. Slowly, he planted seeds of doubt, manipulating situations so that Marcus and Sarah would stumble without realizing anyone was behind it. He also used technology to his advantage. Hidden cameras, carefully timed emails, and digital breadcrumbs slowly created a web that only he could control. Every night, Daniel studied their weaknesses, their secrets, their insecurities. He was no longer the man everyone underestimated. He had transformed into a shadow lurking in the corners of their lives. Daniel's first strike was subtle but devastating. Marcus was about to pitch a lucrative business deal to a wealthy investor. Everything depended on Marcus's reputation and charm. Daniel intervened quietly. He leaked a confidential report that revealed inconsistencies in Marcus's past deals. The investor, suspicious, delayed the meeting, scrutinized Marcus's portfolio, and began questioning his credibility. Marcus's confidence began to crumble, and the first cracks in his perfect facade appeared. Meanwhile, Sarah noticed strange emails appearing in her inbox, hinting at her own secrets being exposed. Panic set in, but she couldn't trace them. Daniel's web was precise, untraceable, and terrifyingly effective. Daniel didn't just want Marcus and Sarah to fail. He wanted them to feel the same fear, helplessness, and paranoia that he had felt. Every move was psychological. He anonymously sent Marcus letters suggesting that someone was watching him, planting doubts about his friends and business partners. Sarah, meanwhile, began receiving calls and texts from an unknown number, revealing intimate secrets she thought were buried. Her perfect life was unraveling. And Marcus? He began drinking heavily, snapping at employees, making mistakes in crucial deals, all orchestrated by Daniel, whose calm exterior betrayed nothing. The town began whispering again, but this time no one suspected Daniel. He was still the friendly neighbor, the helpful store owner, and the perfect mask allowed him to control everything from behind the scenes. Daniel knew it was time to end the game. He created a scenario that forced Marcus and Sarah into a single location, a town gala meant to celebrate Marcus's success. Invitations, carefully timed messages, and subtle manipulations ensured they would arrive, unprepared and vulnerable. When they did, Daniel unleashed the final strike. He presented undeniable evidence of Marcus's fraud to the investors. Sarah's manipulations were exposed publicly via digital proof, revealing her betrayal and lies. The town watched as the once powerful couple crumbled, humiliated and trapped by the very man they had tried to destroy. The beauty of it wasn't just revenge, it was poetic justice. Every lie, every betrayal, every ounce of arrogance had led them to this moment, orchestrated by Daniel's patient mind. Daniel walked away from the gala, unnoticed amid the chaos he had created. Marcus and Sarah's lives were shattered, the town finally recognizing the truth. Daniel had not only avenged himself, but restored the balance of Willow Creek. And though he returned to his quiet life, he knew that in silence and patience, true power had always been his. Thanks for watching my video. Please like, subscribe, and share my channel Revenge Diaries.